Alright, hi you guys. I thought that I would do an update on my pregnancy on the channel, but I haven't really had time to sit down and make a sit down video like I would prefer. So this is just about to be a really quick update on the pregnancy. So I am currently 20 weeks and 3 days, I believe. I actually have an app on my phone and it links over to my watch. So yes, I am 20 weeks and 3 days and the baby is about the size of a mango. And the halfway point of a pregnancy is 20 weeks. They say once you've reached 20 weeks, you're halfway through your pregnancy because most pregnancies are an average of 40 weeks. I had an ultrasound appointment about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and me and my boyfriend went to that appointment along with my mom because what we're doing is we're doing a gender reveal. So right now, my mom is the only one who knows the gender of the baby. And so at the first appointment we went to, somebody chose to not cooperate. And the ultrasound lady was trying to get the anatomy of the baby to let us know what the gender, well, to let my mom know what the gender would be. But the baby did like I did when I was in my mom's tummy, which is covered up. It was a lot of crossing legs. It was a lot of putting the hand there so you can see. We got to see the baby's hands and things like that. But the ultrasound technician was like, I'm just going to have you come back in about a week or two, and then you can just get your ultrasound done then, because basically they can't see the gender of the baby because the baby was covering up the lower half of their body. And so she was like, as well as to make sure that the organs and things of that nature that are down there are developing like they should be. So, my boyfriend right now is away for a while with his job. So, I didn't want to know the gender right now. Lately during the pregnancy, I know people normally say like side effects, I guess you could say, or symptoms that they've had. I have had a lot of growing pains. I think that's what they're called, where your muscles in your lower abdomen hurt, or I wouldn't even say that hurt, but you can tell that they're being stretched to the max. Sorry, I'm playing with my phone case and the pop socket. But that, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind being pregnant, but I dislike some of the comments that come with pregnancy. Like some people that don't know that I'm pregnant, but I have to tell them I'm pregnant. Like physicians, I'm like, I'm pregnant, and they're like, really? Wow, what belly? And I'll insert a picture of my belly today. And no, I'm not that big, but after a while, it gets really old. People saying that. And they say it a lot. Like people at work say it, people from school have said it, people that are supposed to be like healthcare providers have said it, and I'm just like, I mean, the actual OBGYN hasn't said, wow, you're really small for being 20 weeks. This is a concern. They haven't said that. And so far throughout the pregnancy, I think I've gained 4 pounds, 4 or 5 pounds, and that's it. Um, on YouTube, I do watch Nitra BTV. I think that's the name of the channel. And she didn't get that big throughout her pregnancy. And I talked to my cousin about it as well. And she was like, well, some people just don't get big in the beginning and then you get really big at the end. So I don't know if that'll happen or not, but it can become really frustrating when someone keeps pointing out how, oh, you haven't popped yet, your belly's not there. What belly? You're pregnant? I don't know. It can just kind of make you feel a certain way and not a good way. Another thing I've been dealing with pretty badly is, I believe, acid reflux is what it's called. I get that confused sometimes with the other things because I have had heartburn, but I've only had that like once or twice. Acid reflux for me right now during this pregnancy has been at every day thing. Every day, if I don't eat anything for a while, like one thing I had to get done was blood drawn, which you get a lot of blood drawn when you're pregnant. Oh my gosh. But I had to fast, and it is so hard because it's like it's even less in there. Like, there's nothing in there to settle all this acid. So you can taste it, and it's just awful. Awful. One day I literally thought I was getting sick, and I was like, I think I'm sick. I think I'm sick. It tastes like I'm going to be sick. Like, that taste you get right before you get sick? But it's acid reflux. It's really bad. And so my doctor is like, well, you could take Tums for it, because Tums is pretty much all I could take during the pregnancy for acid reflux. And I was like, yeah, I thought about taking a Tums or two. He was like, no, take like 4. And I'm like, 4 Tums? Like, I don't really like medicine as is, but 4 Tums, like, they're chalky, and and it's like they suck all the liquid out of your mouth. Like, as you're chewing a Tums, like, I had the Mega Tums for, like, when I was in class and I had acid reflux. Of course, I didn't know I was pregnant then, but I just would take half of one. Those things were like this big. I showed it in, I think, what's in my bag, like what's in my purse video. I think it's in that video, and you see how huge they are. They're huge. And it's like you bite into it, and it's this powdery puff in your mouth, and then you keep chewing it, and it's like the saliva in your mouth is just, it evaporates into somewhere or something. But needless to say, I haven't really been taking the Tums. I kind of tough it out, or I'll drink like a beverage with flavor, or drink like a cup of tea or something like that, or eat crackers, because I can't be taking 4 Tums every day until February. That's just not gonna work. But usually when the acid reflux is really bad is when I'm like really hungry. And sometimes, I know this is sad, but I am so dewy. I am so sorry, you guys. Sometimes I don't even know, though, that I'm like hungry, because I'm the type of person that I can go for a long period of time and not eat. Like, I can wake up and not have to eat breakfast, or I could go to school and not have to eat lunch and just eat dinner when I got home, and I would be fine. But since I'm pregnant, it's like the baby is like, no, we need to eat food. And I'm just like, okay, and one day I packed my lunch for class, and it was like yogurt and an apple, I think, and some Pringles. I was like, that should be good. I ate that and was starving by the time my classes ended. And for me, that's enough, because I don't eat that much. But being pregnant is not enough, and I feel like I'm eating all day, like right now. But these are some ultrasound pics. I didn't know if you all would want to see them or not. The first 3 are from the first time I went to the OBGYN to get the anatomy scan done, and we only got face shots then. But in this photograph, the baby is looking right at us. I wish there was a better way that I could show you guys the pictures. In this photograph, this is just a side profile of the baby. Like, that's the face, and then that's the belly area. And I have 2 like that. And that's all I got from the first ultrasound. So when I went back the second time, you best believe I was like, can I get a lot of photos? Because my thing is, my insurance is already paying for it. So the fact that you're not giving me any photos for me to remember my baby and see my baby, and put in the photo album when I get one for the baby, and look back, or even to show at the shower, like, or share with family, that's not okay with me. But this is the first photo from the second ultrasound. The first thing that popped up on the screen was you could see the baby's feet, and the baby has big feet, like not fat, but like long. And I have very long, skinny toes that I inherited from my father, and he inherited from his mother. So look at how long these feet are, you guys. Like, that is insane. You can't see this one because it's covered up, but that's a long foot for a baby. Let's see. I don't have any of the photos that are the bottom half of the baby, or like maybe even like 3/4 of the baby. My mom has those photos, of course, because then that would reveal the gender to me and my boyfriend, who seems to not be able to be patient enough to wait for the gender reveal. He literally was texting, because he got back in range. They were like out in the field, and so he got back in range the day of my ultrasound. He was like, when are you gonna tell us? How are you gonna tell us? And I'm like, calm down. But it is exciting. And this is another side profile of the baby. And some of these actually kind of look scary. Like, I'm not saying my child looks scary, but just how they're depicted looks scary. Like this one, I have to say, is so Halloween looking. But it's just that the baby is like turned facing, and you can see the divide of like the hemispheres of the brain developing. Or at least I believe that's what it is. And then here's another photo. I'm trying to find a certain photo. Okay, here it is. Baby is very flexible. I think because I'm so small, the baby is so cramped in there. But in this photo, if you look really close, like this is the baby's head, and then it has this arm right here, but it has the leg all the way up over the head. I don't know if you can see that or not, but pretty insane. And I have a lot more photos from, of course, the second ultrasound. I have 9. Well, actually, I have more than that, but I don't know how many photos my mom has because I haven't seen them. It was in a sealed envelope, so I'm not even sure, but it's just nice to have photos of the baby, and I give him photos so he can take them back to base and be able to have something, you know, to look at, because I'm sure he wants photos too. I mean, I can't send him photos right now, but when I see him next time, I'll probably give him some photos. But yeah, in the first ultrasound, the first thing we saw was the baby's hand. So we are pretty darn sure that the baby only has 5 fingers, 5 toes on both, you know, pairs of extremities. I don't even think you could call it that. But yeah, it's really cute. It's amazing being able to see your baby. But yeah. But I know during the first ultrasound, the baby was awake. And I could tell because there was a lot of movement, a lot of no, you're not going to see in between my legs. And then during the second ultrasound, it was a lot more relaxed. It was like, you know, repositioning to get comfortable, but it wasn't a lot of movement like there was in the first ultrasound. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I'm sorry again it was in the car, but like I said, once I go back in the house, I have to finish my hair. Well, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea first. I'm not even going to lie. Because my voice has been going, as you can hear. But make me a cup of tea, finish my hair, and then I have to study. I have an appointment tomorrow. I might vlog. I'm not really sure. It's like a breastfeeding class or seminar. But I was just interested in learning that. And then Tuesday I have work, and then class Wednesday. And I just want to get caught up. I don't want to have to worry about any homework or anything over this break, because like a long weekend. I only have class on 2 days out of the week, but next week I only have class 1 day because we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off. But of course I'm normally off a lot of days anyway. But yeah, so I'm not sure when I will be vlogging again. I thought about showing you guys some things that we've purchased so far throughout the pregnancy for the baby, and they're gender neutral. They're like well, a few things are blue because I feel like the baby is a boy and he feels like the baby is a girl. But I will also tell you guys the names that we picked out because some names have been changed. But I'll express that thought in another video. But I was just shining some light on that. And yeah, I want to continue to vlog for you guys and do videos and pregnancy updates. But I'm not sure, you know, what you want to really see. I'm not sure if you want to come to appointments, if you want to know how this glucose test is going to go when I have to take that. And it's coming up really soon, and I'm so scared because during this pregnancy, I have not been able to eat things that are straight up sugary. Like if it's icing on cake, it makes me nauseous, and I'm really scared because my mom was like, well, you realize the glucose test is just basically you drinking sugar water so they can see how fast your body can break it down. But I am just not looking forward to that. But let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below, and I will insert a little clip or photograph of my bump so far. It's not that big, people. No, it's not. It is amazing. I am 20 weeks, but you know, I'll put the bump in there anyway. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I am so sorry I'm always out of breath because I get out of breath from the silliest things now. Taking a shower, I'm out of breath, which is ridiculous. But I will continue to vlog for you all and do pregnancy updates, and I also have some exciting news coming up, so stay tuned in the videos that are coming up for that. It's really exciting. I'm really excited. Okay, but I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys next time.